Today morning I have Karl Otto from Limbus AI as a guest. Thanks so much for joining. Hi Karl, good morning.
Hi Stefan, good morning to you.
It's a very early coffee break this time. And now calling from the Astro, basically from your hotel room in the morning before the exhibition begins of the second day. The first question, what was your reaction when you saw Astro is taking AI as basically their conference title of this year's meeting?
I was pretty excited. The name of my company is Limbus AI, so obviously we do a lot of artificial intelligence, and seeing that Astro is embracing artificial intelligence as a future technology. Actually, there's several applications that we have today, but seeing that it will be important in the future and seeing that they recognize that was great.
So, and the show has been on now for a bit more than a day. Did you see that resonating in terms of attention, questions around AI, like more people coming?
I think first of all, I spent most of my time in the exhibitor hall, and this year the exhibitor hall feels pretty much like it was before COVID. So we get just random people coming by the booth and asking us questions about what we're offering, what kind of artificial intelligence we're using in our systems.
Now, I assume you agree that contouring and segmentation will sooner or later be standard to do mostly through AI, right? So one question, that AI is an innovation driver here just now, or would you think it's there to stay? So what's beyond the, say, contouring and segmentation, what people are currently looking at?
I think that's actually a really good question. And it's also interesting to see how people are thinking about things like AI contouring. Like right now, the focus is really on the time savings that you can have for using artificial intelligence to contour for you. But I actually think that pretty soon people are going to realize that if you can have an AI that is as good as the top 10% of doctors in their ability to contour, you're going to improve the quality of your patient's treatments at the same time. It's a bit like self-driving cars. So self-driving cars, they will come eventually. Technology is not quite there yet, but I think initially people are thinking, oh, this will be so efficient if I don't have to have a person driving a car. We can have cars driving around by themselves. But really, I think one of the major benefits of that will be that we have cars driving like the best drivers, not just like your average driver. And there will be less mortality due to traffic accidents and things like that. Just like in radiation therapy, we'll have better treatments, less side effects because we're having better contours.
So in future I can choose a race driver profile for my auto driving then?
Exactly, yes.
Now you personally, Karl, have a long tradition and reputation in radiotherapy. Now you just became the CEO of your AI companies. Was that your focus before in focusing on AI?
Mm-hmm. That's a good question too. I have a strong technical background in radiation therapy, so I developed a lot of technologies in the past, and normally I would license those to companies like Varian, for example.
Not to mention any name, yeah.
Yeah, but this time around, I thought we have the potential to build our own product and sell it directly to clinics and work directly with clinicians in implementing the technology. And that was an exciting challenge for me, something that I had not done before. So for me, this is just another one of those life challenges, right? To get a business started and working well and profitable. And Limbus is doing quite well. We are a profitable company now. But there's a lot of competition. A lot of people are embracing AI, which is great. But there are a lot of AI contouring companies as well. So that's going to be part of the challenge. It's actually, the fact that there's so many AI contouring companies is great for clinicians and for patients, because due to that competition, we're going to get the best contouring models out of that and at a very reasonable price. So, it's going to be good for the field.
Yeah, I agree. So on another occasion, Kyle, you were mentioning that AI didn't just come up your schedule the other day, but you were looking at that a little bit longer, right?
Yeah, I've been an AI nerd for a very long time. My first conference on AI that I attended was in 2006, and that's the Neural Information Processing Systems Conference. It's now the biggest conference in the world. At that time, there were maybe 200 people attending, but it kind of exploded, and in 2015, I think there were like 20,000 people at this conference.
Okay, and would you think radiotherapy as a field is one which is using AI to a big extent and really is kind of like a forefront, or is it kind of like a runner behind, which is using a very simple part of it, so to say, but already with a huge impact for obviously the patients and the users?
Right. I think there are a lot of applications that we'll see in the future. I think automatic contouring is kind of this low-hanging fruit.
Okay.
This easy kind of application of AI. So AI benefits from having lots of data to train your artificial intelligence models. You need lots of good quality data. And in radiation therapy, we have tons of data. We have tons of different imaging scans, different modalities. We have contours, we have dose distributions, we have treatment plan parameters, and all that information is stored electronically. So I think that eventually there will be very large databases available for training deep neural networks, and once that happens, we're going to see some more interesting things like outcomes prediction, for example, predicting, based on not just images, but pathology, doctor's notes, whatever. All of that information can be fed into a neural network, and you can get an estimate of how that patient would do, for different treatment regimens.
Very good. Now, that interview got a lot longer than I was planning for, but it's mostly because it was so interesting. So thanks so much for your time.
Yeah, no problem. It was my pleasure.